Hi guys, today I want to share with you how I draw on Clip Studio Paint on your smartphone. I use this app whenever I'm outside or when I'm on bed. I use this for sketches and even making full illustrations. Sometimes I color manga pages as well. I'll be using my iPhone 7 and just my fingers. I've never used a stylus, but you can use that as well. Okay, let's start. BTW, I'm using Clip Studio Paint Pro. I am on plan. If you're not on plan, you can use this app for free for 1 hour per day. You'll have this timer on the top. There's also a 3 months free. Just register your account, choose a plan that you want, then you'll get a free 3 months. You won't be charged yet. Charging will start after the free trial ends. When you open the app, it's going to load for quite a while. Let me open my Wi-Fi so I can log in. Click this head icon and just input your details. Okay, so what are these on the toolbar? This one is the service menu. This is the same ones on the Clip Studio app on PC. You can see all of Clip Studio's other services here like the assets, Ask and Tips. Next is the Manage Works. If you have drawings or work in progress, they'll appear here. Next is Manage Materials. This is where your downloaded brush and materials go. Next is Communication Management. This is like your download menu. If you have pending downloads, they'll appear here. Next are Settings, literally your settings. Next is your user profile menu. You can see your cloud storage here and your plans. You'll also get a notification here if someone replied to you on Tips or Ask. Okay, let's go back to Manage Work so we can start. I had to remove my other whips because they're all hentai and I don't have the mental capacity to censor them when I edit this video. Okay, let's talk about these 3 icons here. Let's start with Open from Files app. This is where I put all of my drawing files, PSD and clip files. All of my time-lapse goes here too. Next is Create New from Photo. This opens up your gallery. Finally, Create New File. This is like creating a new canvas, the same ones on PC version. For this example, I'll just go illustration. Canvas size, I'm gonna use my phone screen size. You can go big. I'll just go small so I can work fast for this example. Then just click OK when you're done. I'm gonna stop talking soon. I'm just gonna explain how I set up my UI. This on the side is your edit bar, this on the bottom is the command bar, and the one above it is our palette bar. If you wanna edit the setup, just click and hold whichever menu bar and click on layout setting. You can rearrange it according to your preference. I'm using the default setup. If you wanna edit per menu bar, you also can. Example here. Click and hold A, then click on Edit Bar Menu Settings. On here, how many subtools do you want to appear on the side? This one is how you want the color icons to show. For this, I'll only edit the number of subtool icons because I want 3 icons on my side. Click OK when you're done. And now I have 3 icons here. For the palette bar, I have my quick access, layers, layer property, tool property, color wheel, color sets, materials and timeline, for my animations. I don't need color sets, so I'm gonna delete this. Click and hold, then click on palette bar settings. Uncheck the color sets, and let me add my history. Click OK when you're done. For the command bar, this is close current canvas, save, undo, redo, move tool, copy, cut, paste, and delete. I don't really use the delete tool, so let's change that. Click and hold, command bar settings, click the delete icon, click the trash can icon to delete it. Let me just add flip horizontal on here. Click the plus icon to add up, and now it's there. Click on close when you're done. Lastly is the Edge keyboard, right here. These are like the modifiers on your PC keyboard. Example here, let's get a lasso, and use the move tool. Move tool is scale, rotate, transformation. So if we took a handle, it will just scale it up and down. But if you click and hold on to command and drag a handle, this will act now as a free transform. Okay, let's start drawing. Also, you can check the pen pressure if you want. You can go to Menu, App Settings, Pen Pressure Settings. You can check if you have pen pressure here and you can adjust it as well. I don't really touch this area because the pin pressure itself already works well enough with me. There's also a pin pressure adjustment for brushes. Select any brush of your choice and go to the tool property. Click the box besides the brush size. You can adjust the pin pressure depending on what works best for you. For sketching, I just use whatever brush I could get. I don't really pay attention to it. Use a brush that you're comfy with. I grabbed a G pen. I'm gonna be using my middle finger the most, and my gosh darn dry skin here is somewhat useful whenever I draw. I start with the head, then I outline the center of it. Use the switch to eraser tool so you can erase or switch faster. For the facial features, I make a new raster layer. This is where I'll sketch out the eyes, mouth, nose and eyebrows. This is a preference of mine. Sketch however you like. If you want to duplicate the eye, get your lasso, and select the eye, click on, copy, and then, paste. Now go to, menu, edit, transform, flip horizontal, and just adjust it according to your egg roll. When you're done, go to your layers and combine it to the layer below, so now all facial features are in one layer. Then I'll just adjust the position. Next. The jaw is too large, so let's squish that. Get your lasso. Click on, move tool, and squish it. Let's use the command. Let's continue sketching. BTW, you can undo by tapping 2 fingers and redo by tapping 3. I just prefer click the buttons just because. I had to move the fur because it just hit me that I forgot his design. For the line art, I'm gonna duplicate the sketch first, so I have a backup. Select all the sketches or folder if you made one, then click on copy and then paste. Hide the duplicate. Then choose the other duplicate and go to menu, layer, merge selected layers. Now you have one image. Click on change layer color. Lower the opacity if you want. Now we start the line art. I'm just using the same G pen. Use whatever brush you want for the line art. Whatever you're comfortable with is always best. let's do the flat colors. If you want to rename your layers, just tap the layer name and rename it. I then lock my line arts so I won't touch them. Then I select all my sketches and deleted them. I'm gonna make another save file for backup. Go to Menu, File, Save As. Rename it and it goes to my files. Before I start coloring, I make 2 folders first. Folder 1 will be the main colors folder, while folder 2 goes inside folder 1. I then make a new raster layer inside folder 2. I will then rename as folder 2 as skin. Then the raster layer will be skin. Okay, wait, let me clarify what I'm doing here. I'm basically doing folder management. Per parts of the drawing will get a folder. Skin, face, hair, and clothes. You can do this if you want or just rename your layers properly so you won't be looking for needles on a haystack later on. I'm gonna change the background color or the paper color, so I won't get confused. I'm going to use my G pen for the flat colors. For reference, I'm going to import my character design. Menu, File, Import, from Photo Library. You can use the subview if you want. I just prefer importing the reference image directly to my canvas. Okay, wait. Let's talk quickly about subview since I've already mentioned it. Subview is like opening up a new screen. You can add it on your palette bar. Look for subview. Click OK when you're done. To use it, click the menu, scroll down and look for import. Look for your image. I'm on iPhone and it's only directing me to my Files app. I don't know how this works on Android, sorry. Once you have your image, you can click on the eyedropper tool so you can get the colors. If you want to use this for drawing reference, you also can. Just make sure you lock it first, so that when you draw, it won't go down. If you unlock it, it will go back down when you touch the canvas. Okay, let's go back to flat colors. When you're done, always remember to save. Now we color. But first, let's record a time lapse. To record, go to the menu, File, Timelapse, Record Timelapse. Click OK. Now it's recording. We can shade now. I use the multiply a lot when I'm coloring and switch back and forth with the soft airbrush and G pen. I'm using violence for my shadows because I'm kinda colorblind. Use the blending tool to soften up the hard edges. I then change the colors on hue and saturation to match the skin tone. If you want to color the line art, go to the line art layer, unlock it, then lock transparent pixels. Get any color and brush that you want and just color the lines. I usually use airbrush and browns, purples, blues and pinks for my lines. Now the facial features. As you can see, I'm using a lot of layers and the app can handle it. My phone is also not overheating even though I'm living in a country that's forever summer and every day is 35 degrees. Now we go on the hair. By the way, sorry for the notifications on the top. We've been having earthquakes lately and I'm kinda paranoid at the moment, so I had to keep my notifications on. Next are clothes. If you wanna export the time-lapse, go to the menu, File, Timelapse, Export Timelapse. You can choose if you want the Clip Studio Paint logo to appear or not. You can also choose the length of the time-lapse and its size. When you're done, just click Save. It will take a while depending on the length. This export file is 1 minute and 51 seconds. When it's done exporting, it will go to your Files app. Rename it if you want. Click Done and then Save. Now I'm gonna do some final rendering. I'm gonna flatten all. Just to be safe, Make sure to make another save or duplicate the coloring file so you have a backup. Let's quickly talk about materials. I want some star brushes for his hair, so let's open my materials. Click on the Clip Studio icon. This will redirect you to Clip Studio Assets. Make sure you log in so you can download. This isn't a separate account, log in using your Clip Studio Paint account. Let me search for stars, price is free. Pick a brush. Then hit on download. It will then ask you to open the Clip Studio Paint app. Wait for it to download. I'm gonna download another one. The brushes are here. I then import these to my preferred subtool. Click on Add Subtool. Select all the brushes you want to add. Then click on Add to Palette. Then just apply or brush it to your drawing. Also, correction layers works here as well. Let's talk about exporting your work. Go to Menu, File. You can choose between Save As or Export Single Layer, but for me, it's much better to choose the Export one. You get more export settings here. You can also try Quick Share. Go to Menu, File. Scroll down and look for Quick Share. This will give you options to quickly share your works online. It will share it as PNG. For example, let's choose Instagram. This will give you options to share your work as a post, story, and even as a message. Let's talk about cloud syncing. You can back up your drawing files here. You'll also be able to access your files once you've logged into your PC. To sync your files to your cloud, just click this slider and this will sync your files. You'll see it being uploaded on your communication management. The upload speed will depend on your internet. Once it's done, you'll see it on your cloud. And when you logged into your PC, it will also be there. And that's it. I never thought that I'd draw a half body for a video example, but I did, and I kinda regret it cause it made the video longer. I really like the mobile version. It feels and looks exactly the same as the ones on PC. And it's pretty compact. It's just on my phone, I can draw anywhere. I drew this entire thing on my bed because the only table in the apartment is being used by my roommate as a desk, and so I just used the bed. She's older than me, so I lose on the hierarchy battle. I also really love the pen pressure, it's so smooth. The decorative brushes I can't ignore. I love them so much. The assets library is so big and the prices are reasonable. By the way, this drawing has 46 layers in total. Then the rendering file has 15 layers, correction layer included. Also, my character's name is Flower. I hope this somewhat inspires you guys to try out the mobile version. Stay safe, thanks for watching.